Greetings and salutations, my friend. Welcome to a brand new Total War Warhammer 2 guide. Today we are beginning our look at the Skaven army. They're a ton of fun to play. They play like entirely different to the way that we looked at the Lizardmen army. So we're going to look through all the different units in the army, talk about their pros and cons. We're going to start off today with a look at the special character Queek Headtaker, also the Assassin and the Warlord. So three of your main baddie, killy, ratmen dudes. They're quite angry and shouty, which is just very rude when I'm trying to make a video, but that's what rats are like, you know. So first off, let's have a look at the models. I love the Assassin's blades, like the poison blades, very cool looking. And Queek is like a nervous nutcase that he's on some sort of drugs, I'm pretty sure. But I'm not going to obviously tell him that because he'd kill me, because he's one of the nastiest badass rat men in the world. So first off, we're going to look at the Assassin. So the Assassin is a melee specialist. Obviously you can do stuff with him on the campaign map, like assassinate leaders and all that sort of good stuff as you'd expect, but we're concentrating on the actual in-game battles themselves. So he has Stalk, meaning he can move hidden in any terrain. He's a duelist, means he likes going after the big bosses. He's an assassin. You know, you're not going to assassinate a goblin. What's the point in that? You go after the leaders. And he also has dodge. So the highly dexterous unit dodges blades and missiles with ease. He basically lives in the Matrix, right? So he's got pretty low hit points for a sort of special character, 3,500, and very little armor. So you've got to be very careful with how you use this guy. Average, you know, pretty good leadership for a Skaven, to be honest. Very good speed. Melee attack of 60, which is really nice. Defense of only 35, so melee defense 35, along with 20 armor, not massive hit points. You've got to be careful. You can't just chuck him in like a big fighty character you normally would. Weapon strength 375 though, so really nice, and plenty of armor piercing damage as well, 150. He's got a decent charge bonus for an on-foot character. You can't mount him on anything, he just comes on foot. So he has physical resistance of 30%, which is lovely, and against non-magical. He can encourage that leadership bonus that characters get. We know he can stalk. He has the scurry away ability, which is actually really decent for him. Gives him plus 12% speed while his leadership is high, because he needs to be maneuverable. And there's another ability here that you'll see in a second. There you go. He's got Slippery as well, so this one is constant, and he's got Slippery, which lasts for 27 seconds, gives him defense, which he needs, and another big boost to speed. So you can really motor. So the next one we're going to look at is the Concealment Bombs, another really useful one for him. Basically makes his unit, it's like a smoke grenade. It basically hides the unit that it's cast against. It lasts for quite a while as well, 36 seconds, and it makes them hidden. And so you can really maneuver your army. It's great if you need to get out of combat as well. Just hide him, you know, because he has low hit points. So they can only sort of spot you at very, very close range, which is really nice. And he also has the Hex, which is called Trophy Heads. Lovely. Decent range, 150 meters. It's got a 90-second cooldown. Lasts for a long time. And you basically hit this on a character, a Lord or a Hero unit, before you go in for your duelist, because you're going to kick his ass anyway. So giving him that massive debuff to his defense and attack makes you a very, very specialist one-on-one. You don't want to be fighting units with this guy pretty much at all. You know, last gasp, or maybe just some light units that you can destroy. It might just help them break them quicker. But this guy, you want to keep hidden. That's why he's got all these stalk skills, and you want to keep hidden, let the battle connect, and everybody's fighting, and then just start sneaking around, picking off guys. That is basically his job, and he's very good at it. You just got to be careful with him, because he's, like I said, low defense, low hit points. So then now we're going to talk about, face me, Queek. Rude. So there we got Queek Headtaker, one of the legendary lords, who's armoured, armour piercing, anti-infantry, and a duelist. So he's very good at that as well. But he actually can sort of, you know, survive in battle, which is always nice. So let's have a look at him. So he's got much more hit points, 4,200. So another 700 hit points. He's also got 110 armor, which is really, really good. 70 leadership, 40 speed, 63 melee attack, really nice. 42 defense, weapon strength, 420 hype. And he gets a bonus versus infantry, so he can really, he's dual wielding. So he's going to mow through infantry as well. He's got a massive armor piercing damage of 340, which is ridiculous, and a decent charge. He's also got the missile resistance standard, the encouraged leadership boost. He can hide in a forest. He's got the scurry away for that speed boost. He's also got venomous valor, which is an explosion and allows the character. This is really useful. I think, you know, it'd be handy to have on every character, because, you know, when you chuck in a character and he's getting swamped by the enemy and you think, okay, he's kicking ass, but actually he's just this war of attrition he's going to lose. This sort of big explosion, everybody gets flinged in opposite directions, and he can get out of there if needed. And also great for sort of disrupting lines, but obviously it's only cast on himself, so you have to be in combat with the guys to make it effective. He's got the classic stand your ground leadership ability with that melee defense and leadership, and he's also got the trophy heads that we talked about with the assassin, so he can still go after those special. The nice thing about him is he can go after those special characters with his trophy heads, with the fact he's a duelist, but you can also go after the units, and he's tanky enough to be able to wade through a few guys, so you don't have to be quite so careful. You don't mind him being in the front line for a bit with a couple of units of storm vermin or something, you know, because he's like the boss daddy storm vermin dude. So he can frontline it as well. So you play with these guys very differently. But let's have a look now at the Warlord character, which is your standard hero dude. So this is your more standard variant of Queek Headtaker. He is the Warlord with a sort of meat cleavery thing and a shield. Still looks very, very cool though. Basically just a slightly downgraded version, so he's got but he's got decent hit points, 4,000, 10 less armor, but he's got that shield as well. Leadership, speed is very good, as you'd expect with these a lot of these Skaven are very, very quick on foot. Melee attack of 50, defense 55, weapon strength 400, not quite so much armor piercing, so very different to Queek, who's got that massive amount of armor piercing. So and he's got the charge bonus, he's armored and shielded and all that good stuff. You've got the standard missile resistance, the encouraged leadership boost, the scurry away for the speed boost. He's got rally, which lasts 10 seconds, affects you can target yourself or allies in range, and everybody within 40 meters gets that bonus shit. So that's really nice that Queek doesn't have. And he's also got the Valor thing, which is the explosion, so allows him to get away, and the Deadly Onslaught, which is really, really nice, but it is just for himself. Charge bonus, armor piercing damage, and weapon damage. Remember, whenever looking at spells and abilities, is that when it says percentage, you've got to then weigh up how good your guy is already at that. Like this guy, his weapon he's got 120. It's not bad, but compared to Queek, it's nowhere near as good. So 20% on that is not a massive boon, but overall, obviously, it's a nice buff. But he's, you know, he's no Queek, is he? He's no Queek, but actually he's a decent fighting character with plenty of survivability, and the leadership, the rally is really useful for Skaven. Obviously, that is one of their issues, being low morale. So you can use this guy in front line, boost the leadership, give him that bonus as well with the encourage ability, and yeah, pretty sort of standard fighty hero, nothing too spectacular. Obviously, Queek is the better hero. The assassin is much more specialised, but this is your bog standard. I need to get a big fighty rat to go kick some shit out of people. There we go, guys. Hope you enjoyed my mini little guide for the three main fighty characters of the Skaven army. Next video is all going to be about the Grey Seers and the Lord Scroak. We've got the Warlock Engineer and the Plague Priest. So talking about lots about magic, so check out that next video. Thank you very much for watching. Any tips you have to how to use these guys, which guys you prefer, please do leave them in the comments for the other people to, you know, share and share ideas and things like that. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.